little more secret about me and Rajdeep. जब भी मुझसे उनका मुलाकात हुआ है टोस्ट मास्टर्स मीटिंग्स में, हम इंग्लिश कम हिंदी ज्यादा बोलते थे. राजदीप भाई कैसे हो? सब ठीक है? बढ़िया है? Rajdeep, if you recollect that.
Yes.
Yes. So let's move on. I want to welcome everybody, all the guests who have joined in today. So let me welcome each one of you. I welcome our Division Director, DTM Safir here. Thank you, sir, for being here. I welcome our Area Director, Hariraj T. Thank you for being here. I also welcome DTM Murli Manohar. जी, आपका स्वागत है यहाँ पे. I know you have been trying to get in touch with me for the UK Hindi Club. Haritosh is just next door to me, so he's here. I would like to welcome Sajita ma'am. Sajita ma'am, it's a long time I saw you. Thank you for being here. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका. रविंद्रन जी, आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. आप यहाँ पे हमारी सभा पे आ चुके हैं, तो आपका आज स्वागत है. I see someone named as Realme Narzo 30A. All right, maybe you need to rename yourself, but that's fine. Hello. I see Chaitanya Nanda here. Welcome to our special meeting. I see Rakesh. I see Cyril. I see Nikhil. Nikhil, I think Nikhil, you were with Thompson Reuters. Welcome to our club.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's been years. I've been hearing you now. And Maya, madam, thank you for being here. And Meera is all the way from Ora Mantri Club, Bengaluru, District 121. Welcome to our club. Dr. Shirley John, thank you for being here. Did I miss out anyone? I know, Beena, you're looking at me. You're a member, so I will not welcome you. All right, Sweta. Okay, can I take this time and ask our guests to just introduce themselves in just about 30 to 60 seconds, fast? Who can do that? A very warm welcome to our club board director of District 121, Arjun Sundaraj. Welcome, DTM Arjun.
Thank you, Suhas. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone.
Yes. All right. So, a warm welcome.
Another area director, Ms. Sujasa, is there.
Welcome, Suja ma'am. Welcome to our special session, and a warm welcome to you. So today we have a special meeting, and every special meeting has a special theme. तो आज की जो हमारी थीम है, वो उसको कहते हैं एक छोटी सी सोच. एक छोटी सी सोच. इसको इंग्लिश में कहते हैं a simple idea that transforms. It's been about 1.5 years. We have been struck by COVID. And I want to narrate one small incident that happened. My sister works for Mount Carmel College. And just outside the college, there is one person who comes to sell pens. And he's visually impaired. So what he does is, he takes the pen and he holds it and he says, 5 rupees only. It's written there. Maybe his son would have written there. And students, when they come out of the college, they used to buy the pens for 5 rupees. And that is how he used to run his household. And when COVID struck, everyone was worried about what's going to happen to their life, everybody's life in the house. Everyone forgot this gentleman who used to stand or probably sit outside the college premises to sell a pen for just rupees 5. Probably how much? He could have sold about 5 or 10 pens. And that used to be his livelihood for the entire week or probably the month. And he had a small son and he had to pay the school fees. This suddenly came to the notice of some of the school students. And they decided that probably, we can actually talk to our faculty members and do something for him. एक छोटी सी सोच. ज्यादा से ज्यादा हम क्या कर सकते हैं? एक 5 रुपए 10 रुपए, 100 रुपए. So, thanks to WhatsApp groups, the photograph of this gentleman went with a small note. This is Ramu. I hope you remember him, and I hope you remember the pen you might have purchased for him. He is currently at home without a job. His pens are sitting idle. His son needs to be, school fees needs to be paid. Simple message. And funds started coming in. So हम समझ सकते हैं एक छोटी सी सोच कहां से कहां रामू को लाया है. Today Ramu is back. The college has opened, and he's come out with a note which was so sentimental. I thank all the school children who are like my own and the faculty members for supporting me during these times of crisis. So, छोटी सी सोच, one simple idea that transformed, is an example what I can give today. Is a topic, the theme for today. Now, to carry it forward, I'm going to welcome our G3 area director, who is a brand manager of Malayala Manorama, which is a leading media firm. He's also a freelancer, writer, and a poet. And he's published his own book last year. What's more interesting about him is he's a quiz master, and he has conducted more than 100 quizzes across the country. Please help me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nitin Suresh.
धन्यवाद सुहास जी. नमस्कार मेरे टोस्ट मास्टर मित्रों. मुझे आज इस विशेष बैठक की जो विषय का जो प्रेरणा मुझे मिला, एक्चुअली मुझे एक इंस्टाग्राम के एक छोटे से बच्चे के एक पोस्ट के द्वारा मिला. इंस्टाग्राम में पोस्ट था, क्यों ना हम हमारे सभी अनाथालयों और वृद्धाश्रम को एक साथ लाएं ताकि किसी को अपना एक माँ बाप मिल जाए और किसी को बच्चे. एक बहुत ही सकारात्मक सोच वृद्धाश्रम और अनाथालयों को साथ में लेकर आने का. आज की इस बैठक में ऐसे छोटे छोटे सोच पे आधारित है जिसने हमारी जिंदगी का रुख ही बदल दिया. भारत में सबसे बड़े सोच बड़े बड़े अनुसंधान प्रयोगशालाओं में नहीं, बल्कि हमारे छोटे छोटे गांवों में से आए हैं, जहां करोड़ों लोग हर दिन एक बेहतर जिंदगी के ख्वाब देखते हैं. हर रोज एक नया सोच हर दिन पनपता है कि कैसे मीलों दूर का पानी घर तक लाया जाए, कैसे वो पानी को शुद्ध पानी पीने लायक बनाया जाए, कैसे सब्जियों को ताजा रखा जाए, कैसे बीमारियों से निपटा जाए. आगे चलकर ये छोटी छोटी सोच ही बड़े बड़े आविष्कारों के रूप लेता है. 100 साल पहले एक ऐसी ही सोच, छोटी सी सोच, एक YMCA के अध्यापक के मन में भी आया होगा कि कैसे संचार, प्रबंधन और नेतृत्व यानी कि कम्युनिकेशन, मैनेजमेंट एंड लीडरशिप का बढ़ावा के लिए एक क्लब की नींव रखी जाए. आज लाखों टोस्टमास्टर वो एक छोटी सी सोच के कारण एक मंच पर हर हफ्ते अपने विचार का आदान प्रदान करते हैं. आज के सर्जन एट आर्म्स रंजिता जी, जो एक शिक्षिका भी हैं, कहती हैं कि उन्हें सबसे ज्यादा खुशी होती है जब वो युवाओं में एक छोटा सा सकारात्मक बदलाव ले आती है, जो ना केवल उनके भविष्य को प्रज्वलित करते हैं बल्कि उनको एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक भी बना देते हैं. सुहास जी ने कहा आज कि उनका इंट्रोडक्शन कभी प्रॉपरली होता नहीं है, तो मैं कोशिश करूंगा सुहास जी का एक इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए. बचपन में सुहास जी को ऊंचाइयों से बहुत डर लगता था. शायद अबू धाबी में ही उन्होंने एक फॉर्मूला रॉस, जो दुनिया का सबसे तेज एक रोलर कोस्टर राइड है और तकरीबन 52 मीटर तक ऊंचाई पर जाती है. एक दिन सुहास जी ने फैसला लिया कि वो उस फॉर्मूला रोसा का एक सवारी करेंगे, और उस सवारी के बाद वो डर हमेशा उनके मन से निकल गया. उस दिन शायद उन्हें पता चला कि एक डर अस्थाई है. आज के इस विशेष बैठक में हमारे साथ काफी लोग जुड़े हैं. पहले मैं अपना टैग टीम को इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहूंगा। दीपक, जो एक हरफन मौला जिसे कहते हैं, हर जगह मैं देखता हूँ, मलयालम टोस्ट मास्टर क्लब में, हिंदी टोस्ट मास्टर क्लब में, कल ओनम में एक फैंसी ड्रेस होता था। तो केरल में अगर पूछो तो हरफन मौला, ऑलराउंडर हार्दिक पांड्या, कपिल देव कौन है, तो वो दीपक मेनन ही रहेंगे, क्योंकि हर जगह वो छाए रहते हैं। तो आज का जो टाइमर का जो रोल है, दीपक मेनन को मैं आमंत्रित करूंगा कि वो अपना रोल सभी को एक्सप्लेन करें।
धन्यवाद टोस्ट मास्टर नितिन सुरेश। आज मैं इस वाइटर का टाइमर है। टाइमर के रूप में मेरा रोल है तो मीटिंग का टाइमिंग्स रिकॉर्ड करना है। आज हमें सिर्फ एक एजुकेशनल सेशन है। एजुकेशन सेशन 40 मिनट का है। टाइम नोट करेगा और उसके बाद हमें टेबल टॉपिक सेशन है। टेबल टॉपिक सेशन हर एक आदमी को 2 मिनट बोलने की अवसर मिलता है। जब 1 मिनट होता तो मैं हरा रंग दिखाएगा। 1 मिनट और 30 सेकेंड के बाद में पीला रंग दिखाएगा और 2 मिनट होने के अवसर में लाल रंग दिखाएगा। और इस बैठक के अंत में जब पूर्ण मूल्यांकन मेरे को आवश्यकता करते तब मैं मेरा रिपोर्ट दे दूंगा। शुक्रिया।
धन्यवाद दीपक जी। आज के हमारे ग्रामेरियन और आउटकाउंटर पदम सिंह जी हैं। पदम सिंह जी मानते हैं कि कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन, कर्म पर ही हमारा अधिकार है, लेकिन कर्म के फलों में कभी नहीं हमें जाना चाहिए। इसलिए कर्म का फल के लिए मत करो और ना ही काम करने में हम तुम्हारी कोशिश करो। तो यही इसी आशा के साथ मैं आशा करता हूं कि पदम सिंह जी का नेटवर्क ठीक है और अपना रोल एक्सप्लेन कर सकें। जी पदम सिंह जी।
धन्यवाद सुरेश जी, बहुत ही सुंदर शब्दों में आपने मेरा परिचय दिया। मैं स्वागत करता हूं यहाँ पे प्रस्तुत सभी प्रतिभागियों का, जो हमारे अतिथि महोदय हैं, सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। आज की सभा में मैं शब्द समीक्षक और एक भाषा समीक्षक की भूमिका निभा रहा हूं। इस भूमिका के दौरान, हमारे इस सभा के दौरान यूज किए गए, प्रयोग किए गए अच्छे शब्दों का, अच्छे वाक्यों का, अच्छे मुहावरों का मैं अपने पास रिकॉर्ड रखूंगा और सभा के अंत में टीम ओडी के द्वारा बुलाए जाने पर अपनी रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुत करूंगा। ये बताना चाहता हूं कि अभी सुरेश जी ने मेरे बारे में बोला, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन, कर्म फल हेतु भूर माते सर्गे तिष्ठत कम जनी। गीता का एक श्लोक है, इसके कारण इसको कहा गया है कि कर्म एक, ये बहुत बड़ी बात इन्होंने कही है। मैं इतना बड़ा कर्मयोगी तो नहीं हूँ, पर इतना जरूर कहूंगा कि मैं इसको प्रयोग करने की कोशिश जरूर करता हूँ। और शायद क्योंकि ये बहुत मुश्किल एक चीज है जो नहीं हो सकती, और इसलिए शायद कर्म को एक योग कहा गया है, एक ज्ञान योग की तरह, एक वेदांत योग की तरह उसे याद किया गया है। ये एक सिद्धि होती है। लेकिन मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि जीवन में कर्म, अपनी मंजिल को ना सोचते हुए जो कार्य है उस पर फोकस करूँ, उस पर ध्यान रखूँ। और शायद मैं ये इतना बड़ा इस चीज को ना अचीव कर पाऊँ, लेकिन शायद ये कर्म को फॉलो करते करते मुझे लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं मैं जरूर पहुंच जाऊंगा और एक दिन इस तरह की एक प्रतिभा अपने अंदर डेवलप कर पाऊंगा। तो इसी के साथ मैं इसको हमेशा प्रयोग में लाने की कोशिश करता हूँ। एक अच्छे कर्मयोगी की तरह एक अनासक्त जीवन जीना चाहता हूँ और सभा के अंत में मैं अपनी रिपोर्ट जरूर प्रस्तुत करूंगा। धन्यवाद टीम ओडी जी।
धन्यवाद पदम सिंह जी। Now we get on to our educational section, which is the crux of the whole session. And today we are doing an education session on the vocal variety. Vocal variety is perhaps the breadth of any speech, especially inspirational speech. For beginners like me in the Toastmasters journey, vocal variety was a getaway from being just plain monotonous. I have learned in my limited time here that it's not just a decorative feature of a speech, but I think it's the essence of a speech. It's the way you emphasize, it's the way you build tension or add that impact and convey the emotion. It magnifies the meaning and the whole significance of your message. Today, to take the class on vocal variety, we have a very, very special person, Dr. Rajdeep Manwani, an academician, trainer, motivational speaker, life coach, counselor, and quizmaster par excellence, both by training and by choice. I think I can learn on improving my skills as a quizmaster as I go along in this session. His list of accomplishments is rather quite huge, and I've just picked up a few. He's working as a professor and coordinator in the Department of Commerce at Jain University and is a triple postgraduate and a PhD, having completed his MCOM, MBA, and MPhil, and also a doctorate in commerce on the topic Strategic Evaluation of Training in Commercial Banks. He has secured the gold medal for topping both the MCOM and MPhil examination in Mysore. He's also the recipient of the special award given by Chief Minister of Karnataka in 2011 and the State Award for Excellence by the Government of Karnataka in 2015. He was recognized as a distinguished Toastmaster in 2011 and holds the record of being adjudged the best impromptu speaker for 5 years in District 82 and 92 for the years 2008, 2009, 2012, 2010, and 2015. He has been featured the TEDx speaker, and he has hosted several training programs, given motivational speeches, and he has held management talk shows on radio. He is a regular speaker to the senior management and leadership of several companies like Bosch, Wipro, HP, and Intel, and is part of the elite panel of speakers for several leadership and management forums. He firmly believes in the motto of his life, touching lives, making a difference. Please give him a big round of applause and welcome Rajdeep Manwani for the very special session on vocal variety.
Thank you so much, Nitin. It's an absolute pleasure, and thank you wonderfully for introducing me so well. I always tell this, if you see a speck of dust with your naked eye, अगर आप छोटे से कण को देखते हैं अपनी आंखों से तो वो छोटा ही नजर आता है, but when you see it through a magnifying glass, it looks a little bigger, थोड़ा बड़ा दिखता है, और जब आप उसे माइक्रोस्कोप से देखते हैं तो बहुत बड़ा दिखता है, it looks huge. So the speck of dust remains the same size, but the eyes with which you look at it makes a big difference. And I think so HE Club and your division is very, very kind, looking at me through those microscopic eyes and seeing me so big. I'm nothing. When Suhas was speaking about एक छोटी सी सोच, मुझे भी एक किस्सा याद आ रहा था. एक मंदिर के सामने एक भिखारी था जो नेत्रहीन था. Incidentally, I am visually impaired. So वो नेत्रहीन था और वो भीख मांगता था और अपना एक हाथ आगे करके भीख मांगता था. तो एक आदमी आता था रोज. A man used to come every day in a car and he used to place a 10 rupee note on his hand. And this continued for a long period of time. ये कुछ दिनों तक चला. तकरीबन 2 महीनों के बाद जब वो आदमी आया उस नेत्रहीन भिखारी को भीख देने, तो उसने पाया कि ये नेत्रहीन भिखारी 2 हाथ आगे करके खड़ा है. He had kept both his hands outside. So this man was a little perplexed. And he said, my God, why is he putting both hands? He's become so greedy. I give him 10 rupees every day, but now he's put both his hands in front. So he asked the blind man, why have you put both the hands in front? He said, no, sir, business was good, so I've opened a new branch. So it's the same thing with me, isn't it? व्यवसाय अच्छा था तो मैंने 2 अंक खोल दिए हैं. Correct? So just in the same way, I'm just like that visually impaired beggar in front of the temple of public speaking, and I'm learning and I'm still learning, and it's a great pleasure coming here to this club. When you talk about vocal variety, whenever you have a main dish, you need some spice to make that dish come alive. जब आप चावल खाते हो तो आपको थोड़ा सा नमक मिर्च डालना पड़ता है ताकि वो चावल का स्वाद उभर कर आए. And this vocal variety is just like that small spice which you add to your speech. It's just like वो आचार की थोड़ी सी जो 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 खट्टापन और जो मिर्चीदार जो आप डालते हैं उस चावल में, अगर आप बिरयानी बना रहे हो या दाल बना रहे हो, तो स्वाद इतना उभर के आता है. और उसी and that is the reason why you need vocal variety in your speeches, because it's that spice which makes the dish taste much better. And does vocal variety make a difference? It definitely makes a big difference, isn't it? Let me tell you a small statement. जब भी मैं उदाहरण दूंगा मैं अंग्रेजी में ही दूंगा, जब मैं छोटी सी टिप्पणियां दूंगा वो हिंदी में दूंगा. मुझे ये पता ही नहीं था ही क्लब हिंदी इंग्लिश का डुअल क्लब है. मुझे सिर्फ 3-4 दिन पहले पता चला, क्योंकि मैंने जब सुना ही क्लब तो मैंने सोचा ही मैन का क्लब है, कोई होंगे टार्जन वार्जन यहाँ पे. लग रहा है सुहास काफी हट्टे कट्टे हैं, पर मुझे पता नहीं था ही मैन क्लब है या ही क्लब है. मुझे पता नहीं था कि ही क्लब का मतलब ही यानी हिंदी और इंग्लिश है. ओके, सो व्हेन आई एम गिविंग यू एग्जांपल्स आई विल गिव इट यू इन इंग्लिश लेटर ऑन. If I have to, if you need a translation, I'll do that, right? So suppose I tell a sentence like, let me tell you a sentence. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. The last time Suhas spoke to me on phone, he was talking about his wife. So I'm going to repeat that. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. It's just a simple sentence. But with vocal variety, the same sentence can have 5 different meanings. इसके 5 दूसरे अर्थ निकल सकते हैं अगर मैंने इसमें स्वर का बदलाव किया हो. If I've added vocal variety to this. Let me tell you. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. That means I did not say, somebody else said it. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. That means I did not. I'm categorically denying the fact that Suhas beat his wife. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. That means I did not say, मैंने बोला नहीं, I would have indicated it in some other way. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. Might be somebody else beat his wife, but Suhas did not beat his wife. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. He might have done something else. The sergeant at arms has told us not to speak about those things. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. He might have beaten his neighbor's wife. I don't know for what reason, but he did not beat his wife. I did not say Suhas beat his wife. He might have beaten his sister or somebody else, but he did not beat his wife. Now the same sentence, because I put emphasis on different words, had 5 different meanings. इसी एक वाक्य के 5 दूसरे अर्थ निकल गए जब मैंने एक शब्द पर दबाव डाला या उस पे ज्यादा महत्व डाला. So if you see, vocal variety plays such a big impact on your public speaking. Now every vocal variety has 4 different aspects which we call the 4 P's of vocal variety. 4 स्तंभ होते हैं vocal variety के, और इन 4 स्तंभों को मैं आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करूंगा. पहला स्तंभ जिसे कहते हैं, दे कॉल इट द पेस. पेस यानी गति, जिस गति के साथ आप बोलते हैं. एंड व्हाट स्पीड आर यू स्पीकिंग? आर यू गोइंग टू स्पीक फास्ट और यू गोइंग टू स्पीक स्लो? जनरली whenever you have to denote action, thrill, drama, you go fast. Whenever you speak something soulful, mournful, and when there is something tragic, you speak a little slow. जब भी आप किसी भी उदाहरण को नाटकीय तरीके से प्रस्तुत करना चाहते हो तो आपको थोड़ा तेज जाना पड़ता है. You have to go a little fast. Whenever you have to speak, जब भी आप किसी भी बात को, यह बात की रूहानी जो होती है बातें, जो आत्मीय बातें होती है, प्रेम की बातें होती है, उसमें आपको आपका आपकी जो गति है उसको थोड़ा कम करना पड़ता है. You will have to reduce the space. Now let me give you some examples. The IPL is going to start in a few days, and let's say Virat Kohli hits the ball towards the fence. And if you're the commentator, how will you say? You'll say, Virat Kohli has hit the ball towards the fence. The fielder's running behind it and he can't get the ball. The ball races to the fence. It's a 4 and it's Virat Kohli's second century in a row. Did I go fast or did I go slow? I went fast because there was action. There is something which has to be told. If I say Virat Kohli hit the ball towards the fence, the fielder is running behind it. It races to the fence and it is a 4 and he reaches his second century. Will it carry the impact? No, because it was action. कुछ था उसमें, correct? तो उसमें गति डालनी पड़ती है whenever you have to speak about action. But suppose I have to speak of something soulful, then I'll have to go a little slow. Safir, are you married, Safir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Now let's say Safir is going on a moonlit walk with his wife. So how do I describe this? I'll say Safir was walking slowly with his wife on a moonlit night. He looked at the moon and he said, darling, even the moon has a blemish, but your face is spotless. Did I go fast or slow? Slow, because it was something. Suppose I say, Safir is going on a walk with his wife on a moonlit night. He looks at the moon and he says, darling, even the moon has a blemish, but your face is spotless. His wife will spit on him. Thoo, idiot. Correct or no? अगर मैं हिंदी में अनुवाद करूं तो सफीर अपनी पत्नी के साथ जा रहा था और एक बहुत ही मधुर पूर्णिमा की रात थी और उसने चांद को देखते हुए बोला, दिलरुबा, चांद में भी दाग है पर आपका मुखड़ा सुभान अल्लाह. Correct? Now I went slow. I couldn't go fast because there was something soulful. Now let me combine both of this and I'm going to give you an example and see how you can combine. Let's see. There was an auto driver who was going very fast on the road. He overtook the lorry. Then he sped past a bike. Then he went past a motorcyclist. He was traveling at 100 kilometers per hour and then he banged against a wall. There was a stream of blood on the road. The auto driver had crashed his head and he lay dead. Speed thrills, but kills. Now, if you see this, when he was overtaking the lorry, जब वो लॉरी, ऑटो और मोटरसाइकिल को पीछा रहा था और बहुत तेज जा रहा था, I went fast. But when it became tragic, and when he banged against the wall, जब उसने अपनी ऑटो को दीवार से टकराई, I'm going to be a little bit careful, मेरे स्त्रीलिंग पुलिंग थोड़े ऊपर नीचे जा रहे हैं, but ठीक है, चलेगा. And he banged against the wall, or when he fell on the ground and when there was blood all around, जब चारों तरफ खून से लथपथ था और उसकी मौत हो गई थी, मैं थोड़े धीमे से गया because it's a tragic moment. So you have to combine both. Even you can combine both while giving a speech. So the first element of your vocal variety is your pace. What is your pace? So for action, thrill, drama, you go fast. For not much action, you go slow. Let me tell you an incident which I had used in a speech several years back. I went to my teacher and told her, Madam, you have appointed me to go for the debate contest, but I'm not going for the debate contest. My teacher asked me, why? I told, ma'am, I'm scared. I don't know what I'll do when I go on stage. The teacher told me, Rajdeep, I'm going to teach you a 2-word mantra. I said, what is the 2-word mantra, ma'am? She said, the 2-word mantra which will help you overcome all your fear is so what? I said, what do you mean by so what, ma'am? She told me, Rajdeep, when you laugh, you appear a fool. So what? Fools have a lot of fun. When you cry, you fear appearing sentimental. So what? At least you let out your emotion. When you hope, You fear disappointment. So what? At least you saw the brighter side of life. When you try, you fear failure. So what? At least you made an attempt. But the greatest risk of all is the fear to do nothing. For the person who does nothing is nothing and becomes nothing. Now, it was a very dramatic scene where she's telling me, so what? So kya? But every time she told me, I went a little quick when she was telling me, when you hope, you fear disappointment, because I want to put in that drama. I want to put in that installation of a little bit of drama into the whole. मैं उसे नाटकीय मोड़ देना चाहता था, तो मैं थोड़ा तेज गया. अगर मैं धीमे से बोलता या मैं अपनी गति को कम करता तो उतना प्रभाव ना पड़ता ऑडियंस पे. पर क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा तेज गया, it carries much more weightage. So leave that. Let's come to the second element. I've talked a lot about pace. Now let's go to the second element, which is called the pitch. Pitch यानी कि स्वर. आपके स्वर ऊंचे हैं या नीचे हैं, आपने देखे हैं ना. You can have a baritone voice. भारी भरकम आवाज हो सकती है आपकी, जैसे अमिताभ बच्चन. नमस्कार भाइयों बहनों, आज शुरू करते हैं कौन बनेगा करोड़पति. Correct? So that's a baritone voice. Or you can have a very, very shrill voice like Sachin Tendulkar. Ayla, I think so, I'm out. Correct? So you can have both voices, right? But each voice, each pitch denotes a separate personality. जो व्यक्तित्व को आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करता है, जो आपकी आवाज है, जो स्वर आप यूज करते हैं, जो स्वर आप इस्तेमाल करते हैं आपके स्पीच में, वो आपके जो व्यक्ति हैं आपके स्पीच में, उनको आपके सामने सजीव कर देता है. ब्रिंग्स टू लाइफ द कैरेक्टर्स विद द पिच एंड द पर्सनालिटी. लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू एन एग्जांपल ऑफ द Aesop's fables, where there was a very famous story of Aesop's fable which was called The Lion and the Mouse. So I'll just narrate it in English and then I'll tell you why I used certain terms over there and how each character had a different voice. Once upon a time, in a jungle, there lived a huge lion and a small mouse. One day, the mouse was being followed by a cat, and the lion came in front of the cat and saved the mouse. The mouse was thrilled. She said, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You saved my life." The lion said, "Don't worry. I'm the king of the jungle. It's my responsibility to save my subjects." The mouse said, "Thank you so much. Even I'll help you one day. Even I'll help you one day." The lion said, "Ha ha ha. You're such a small mouse. How will you be able to help me? You're not going to help me." After a few days, the hunters laid a net and the lion was stuck in the net. The mouse came. "Can I help you? Can I help you?" "Please help me. I'm stuck in this net. The hunters will come and take me away." The mouse said, "No problem, no problem." And she started nibbling on the net. And within a few hours, she had torn the net apart and the lion was free. The lion said, "Thank you so much. And thanks for reminding me that it's not the size that matters. It's the intention that matters." The mouse said, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much." And he went away. Now, if you see, when I was talking about the lion, I tried to make a baritone voice. When I was speaking about the mouse, जब मैं चूहे की बात कर रहा था तो मैंने आवाज को थोड़ी और पतली कर दी. और जब मैं शेर की बात कर रहा था, यानी शेर नहीं, we call him शेर only, करेक्ट, शेर. मैं कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ शेर और भाग के बीच में. भाग इज अ टाइगर, शेर इज अ लायन. ओके, जब मैं शेर की बात कर रहा था तो मैंने थोड़ी बारी भरकम कर दिया. मैंने मोटी कर दिया आवाज. सो आई मेड द वॉइस अ लिटिल थिक. So just remember, to bring about the personalities in your speech, you need to vary your pitch. I used to work in a company called Sivananda Electronics, and we had this lady who used to work as the receptionist. Her name was Lily. So she was a very thin girl, and she used to travel a long way from Kiarpuram to the office, and she never used to eat sometimes. And one day she fainted. And I asked her, "Lily, what happened?" "Sir, you know what happened, sir? Today I didn't have breakfast and came, sir. So now when I came here, I don't know what happened, sir. First, I had sense, but after some time I became nonsense. उसका मतलब ये था कि मुझे पहले होश था, फिर मैं बेहोश हो गई. But she said it in English. It sounded really funny. First I had sense, and then I became nonsense. But if you see, I purposely made the voice a little accent driven with the pitch changing so that it gives a character to the personality. So the second element is pitch. The first element is pace. The second element is pitch. The third element is power. क्या आप जोर से बोलते हो, क्या आप अपनी आवाज कम करके बोलते हैं? Are you going to speak loudly or are you going to speak softly? That is the power of your speech. That is the way in which you vary the power of your speech. Now, God forbid, suppose we are meeting in a hall, and if there's a fire in the hall, how do you shout? Fire, let's run. If I tell fire, let's run, everybody laughs at me. Pagal hai kya? I have to increase my voice when there is a crisis, when I have to give a command. You'll have seen that movie, no? Uri, the surgical strike. Let's march towards the enemy. Come on, soldiers. I have to give a command. Haven't you seen that in your house? When you have to make your children listen to you, you always shout because you've trained them that unless we raise the voice, y'all will not. Come on, do this work. Shut up, you idiot. So when you're giving command, when you're giving something in a crisis, जब भी आप किसी भी चीज को एक तरफ से आप कमांड देना चाह रहे हो या आप किसी को आदेश देना चाह रहे हो, तो आपको थोड़ी आवाज ज्यादा करनी पड़ती है, आपको जोर देना पड़ता है. But when you have to request somebody, the police has caught you on a traffic signal. So sorry, sir. No, sir. Will you raise your voice? Sorry, sir. No, sir. He'll charge you double, right? When you request, जब आप अनुरोध कर रहे हो किसी से, when you're trying to be a little more humble, when you are a subordinate, you have to lower your voice. Let me give you an example. This happened to me, and you tell me why this makes a difference, right? When you're speaking softly to somebody, when you're not in a crisis, you will speak a little softly. When I was in college, I had this girl called Anupama in my class. She was a very nice looking girl. And she used to travel by bus, and I used to travel in the same bus. And she used to get down I used to take two buses, one to Shivaji Nagar, and then from there back to my house. And she used to get down at Shivaji Nagar. Her house was somewhere close. And her boyfriend used to pick her up from there and drop her to her house. So I was going with her in the bus once, and you know, in some of these buses which are very crowded in Bangalore, there are these men, कुछ अधेड़ उम्र के लोग होते हैं जो जिनकी संवेदनशीलता थोड़ी कम होती है. They are not very sensitive. So there's one man, elder man, I don't know if he did it purposely or what, he stamped her feet. He stamped Anupama's feet. उसने अपने पैरों से तले उसकी पैरों को थोड़ा कुचल डाला. So Anupama was really upset. She shouted, "Stupid! What are you doing?" That man got a little scared and he moved back. She was very angry. She screamed, "Stupid, what are you doing?" And that man got a little upset and he went back. Now the same Anupama got down at the bus stop and she was walking and she looked here and there. Usually her boyfriend Vijay used to come and pick her up from the bus stop, but he wasn't there that day. So she was a little upset because bad day. Somebody had stamped on her on the bus and now she was going back and she started walking towards the house, putting her head down. But actually Vijay he was trying to play the fool. वो उससे थोड़ा मजाक खेलना चाह रहा था. वो actually पेड़ के पीछे छुप गया था, yet hidden behind a tree. And उसने क्या किया, धीरे से अनुपमा के पीछे आया और उनकी दोनों आंखें बंद कर दी. He covered both her eyes and she immediately made out by his touch. And you know what she said? She said, "Stupid, what are you doing?" She said, "Same stupid, what are you doing" in the bus. And she said the same stupid, "What are you doing?" to Vijay. What was the first stupid, "What are you doing"? Anger. Loud. What was the second stupid what are you doing? Suhas knows this. He tells his wife. She's a nurse. See, my God, see, everything is coming out now. Correct or no? So there was one which was loud, the same word, stupid, what are you doing, which signified anger. And the same 4 words, stupid, what are you doing, which was spoken a softer tone, signified love. So remember the power of the power. जोर से बात करना है, धीमे से बात करना है, आपको decide करना है अभी. So now after when you're having dinner and all, please speak softly to your wife, okay? Or your husband. It signifies love, okay? Correct? Haven't you seen? धीरे धीरे से बोलो. बाहों में चले आओ. What's that song, no? Anamika, correct? Okay. So now let's go to the next one. The last one. That is the pause. The pause is that small amount of silence between your speech. And sometimes your pause can be such a big impact. It can have a big impact on your speech. वो थोड़ी सी चुप्पी, वो थोड़ी सी खामोशी, वो थोड़ा सा सन्नाटा जब आप बोलते हैं, उसमें इतना बड़ा प्रभाव पड़ता है आपकी स्पीच पर, आप इमेजिन ही नहीं कर पाते. I'm going to narrate a small incident and I'm going to wind up this. I'm taking quite a long time. Okay, and this was a speech that I'd written a few years back. It was called, Are You Really Beautiful? So there was this part of the speech that I'm going to go through. In May 2004, the Times magazine carried an article. The article was also the cover story of the Times magazine, which read, The World's Ugliest Man. They had featured the world's ugliest man, who was a person from London whose name was Adrian Stackpole. Adrian Stackpole was labeled the world's ugliest man because he had met with an accident. And because of the accident, his face was filled with patches. His eyebrows didn't exist. His ears were just stubbles of flesh. His nose was cut off. His lips were completely dismantled. No wonder they called him the world's ugliest man. But the surprising thing was that Adrian Stackpole was married to one of the most beautiful models in London, whose name was Anna Stackpole. And the press reporter had the courage to go and ask Anna Stackpole, how do you feel being married to the world's ugliest man? Anna smiled at the press reporter and said something legendary. She said, I don't care how he looks. I only look at how much he cares. I don't care how he looks. I only look at how much he cares. Beauty is not what he represents. Beauty is what he makes me feel. Okay. Now, this was just a part of the speech. It goes on, but I wanted to narrate this paragraph of the speech because there were pauses of you. If you see, I gave at least 4 or 5 pauses here, and each pause had a different meaning. जब मैंने वो pause दिए, हर pause का मतलब कुछ और था. So for example, when I said the Times magazine covered the world's ugliest man, and I gave a pause. Why? Because I wanted you all to imagine the world's ugliest man. So sometimes the pause is given for imagination. Secondly, I described the world's ugliest man and I said all that. And again, I gave a pause because you might have had some imagination and I wanted you to solidify that examination with my description. So to give you a reiteration, to put it back into your head, how ugly he was, I gave another pause. So a pause can be given to reiterate a particular point, to repeat a particular point, to create that image again in your mind. Then I said, I continued, which I said that, but that was not the strange thing. He was married to a beautiful model called Anna Stackpole, and I gave a pause. That pause was to let the surprise sink in. So that pause was basically for surprise. So see, how come? Why? What's going to say? What is he going to say next? And then I said, then the press reporter had the courage to ask Anna Stackpole, why did you marry to the, how do you feel? And then I gave a pause. Now I'm inciting curiosity. That was surprise, but this is curiosity. What is she going to say? What is she going to say? And then I said, she said something legendary. And I said, I don't care how he looks. I look only how much he cares. And then I repeated it a second time. And then again, I gave a pause. Why? Because the statement had so much weight that it had to sink in you. I wanted you all to get it into your subconscious mind that it doesn't matter how a person looks. It only matters how much he cares. So if you see 4 pauses, each pause was for a different reason. But the first was for the creation of an imagination. The second was to solidify your imagination or reiterate the point. The third was to create a surprise. The fourth was for curiosity. And the fifth was to make the message seep into your mind. So that's the power of a pause. That's the power of a pause. So just to conclude, the 4 elements: pace, pitch, power, and pause. How does it help to create vocal variety? What do you do to make your sound better? How do you make your throat better? Do 2 or 3 things. One, try and practice on a, if you all, any of you all learn singing, or take an instrument and try and do sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Take a harmonium or take a violin, or just go through your YouTube and try and imitate the 7, जब 7 सुर है ना, उनको आप बोलना शुरू कर दिए उसी में सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा. If you keep repeating it, you will develop the range of your voice. It will go from the highest to the lowest. So you'll see good singers are generally good voice modulators because they have the entire range. Second is preferably drink room temperature liquids. जब भी हो सके ठंडा पानी मत पीजिए, गर्म पानी पीजिए, क्योंकि नहीं तो वो आपके गले को असर करता है. Thirdly, vocal variety is all about breath control. So it pays a lot of help if you can do a little bit of pranayam in the morning. अगर आप थोड़ा सा प्राणायाम करें, अनुलोम विलोम, because when you're closing one nostril, you take double the oxygen in, and when you're releasing it again, because so double the oxygen goes in, right? So it purifies you. Or if you're doing Kapalbhati, you're leaving out the excess carbon dioxide from your stomach. So it gives a lot of help. Your breath work can play a very, very important role. If you have control over your breath, you can also control your vocal variety. These are 3 small things, but otherwise, there are a lot of apps also on mobile where you can learn voice modulation. So just type out, I don't know, some of my Toastmasters friends were telling me, मेरे कोई दोस्त मुझे बोल रहे थे कि काफी ऐप भी आ गए हैं मोबाइल में जो आपको आपके स्वर के बदलाव में मदद करेंगे. So with that, I would like to thank the division governor and Suhas for getting me here. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to all of you.